We're going to go to Jason. Jason, what's on your mind, buddy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing great, pal.
I was wondering what's Kyle's bucket list. He's won a lot of races, and I know he still would love to win the 500. And if you won the 500, what kind of celebration do we expect to see?
Man, I don't know. Yeah, obviously not having yet won the Daytona 500 is certainly the top of my bucket list for NASCAR. I've won about everything else there is to win. I've won at Daytona. I've won the non-points races. I won the July race. I have yet to win the Daytona 500. So that would certainly be really, really awesome to be able to complete everything at least once in our sport. But, man, what would the celebration be like? I don't know. I hope it doesn't go 20 years of trying like we had with some other guy, you know. It would be nice. It would be nice to get it done sooner than later. You know, the celebration, I don't know if you'll ever see everybody coming out to pit road like you did with Dale and what that meant for all the crew guys and for Dale and that moment there. It would for me, it would mean checking off everything there is to check off, you know, which would be pretty awesome. And we'll see. Hopefully I can get that.
Is that? But honestly, is that something? I mean, they write about it every time we go to Daytona. Mm-hmm. They talk about it. Yeah, and they already are beginning to. You know, they did with Dale. They did with Darrell Waltrip. They did with a couple of different drivers who just won everything, everywhere, championships and everything, but just that one. And they could win the qualifying races. They could win the July race. They could win, you know, the race from the garage area to the bus lot. You know what I mean? But the 500 eluded them. Is that aggravating when people bring it up?
Yes and no. I mean, obviously it's an accolade that I've always dreamed of as a kid that I wanted to achieve and I wanted to get. And it's kind of frustrating that I haven't yet gotten one. I've been in probably 2 or 3 instances in which I feel like I coulda, shoulda, woulda won, barring a little something different going a little differently. And those are what's more aggravating rather than the other 11 times that I've been there where you crash or you have a tire go out or something happens where you're just eliminated early.
That was a bucket list, and he asked about a bucket list. Okay, so I'm going to get away from racing. Is there anything on your bucket list outside of racing that you, or is it all racing?
It's all racing related. I'd say like to drive a Formula One car would be amazing. I'd love to be able to do that. Maybe to race an Indy 500, I'd love to do that. To be able to go run the Baja 1000, that would be fun, you know. So some of those, Le Mans, you know, and to be able to go.
Did you ever try a rallycross? Because we watched in New Hampshire years ago, we stood on someone's roof together, and we were watching Pastrana almost flip every time. And you had that childlike smile on your face, which was like, I definitely need to go try this.
I definitely need to go try that, yeah, for sure. I have. So I drove a, what are they called? A rally light?
Yeah.
The light one? I drove a light in the Race of Champions Challenge, which was down in Miami a couple years ago. So I drove one and I ran one. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time with it. You know, I'd love to be able to do it in a professional race atmosphere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.